Okay, so we got another one, which is the M104. It rides fine, but it doesn't charge. So let's have a look at it. It's on a bench. So here we are. So to open this, you have to rip the side apart. Only sort of like pull it out slightly. And then there are 3 screws on each side. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So that, and the cover will comes off just like this. You can see there. So it's got a big transistor there, MOSFET, and speakers on the top, Bluetooth, and this is the where the power is plugged in from the battery, and the charging port. I test the charging port, and there is a voltage there, so it's just not charging. So we have to look at the battery, see what is going on. So let's open it up. Okay, the M104, the battery is faulty. When you charge on the charging port here, it doesn't charge at all. So there's something wrong with the BMS on the battery. And that's the M104. I'm Kevin, welcome to my channel. Today we got a EX30 which had a back crash, and the I believe the structure is bent. So let's have a look. So here we are. So this is all open up at the moment, and the disconnected the battery, and as you can see here, the crash. This is the case, the battery case. So that is like dented in there, and also this side as well. So I believe it's it just rolled, the whole machine rolled, and look at that. It's shade of some aluminium from the case there. But it's all intact, everything is intact. And if we look underneath as well, look at that. Okay, and here as well on the bottom, and also on the other side, which chipped off the aluminium case, the battery case. So the case did protect the battery, which is great. But you can see from the top, see, that's how much is shaved off the metal from the top corner. Okay, the unit still right, no problem. So we're gonna have a look at the structure now. See, there's some sort of bend on one of the on the side here. So we're gonna open it up. Okay, so the battery is removed. And you can see here, something broke off here. Looks like some sort of something attached to there, but it's broken off. And even the rear stand bolt is snapped off, this bit here. So that's where that corner is. So we'll see if the structure is straightened or not. So my eye observation is this side, the gap is bigger than this side. So this gap is a little bit closer. So it looks like this rod here has been bent out that way. So the rod has been bent out this way to the left. And that means the whole battery is bent to that side. Okay, so that's on the left hand side, the right hand side. So that's at the rear. So let's look at the front. So from looking down from the top, you can see that this side is closer. This side is closer. And that side is more out. So the whole chassis is twisted to that side. So it's kind of like twisted to the right. Okay, so let's measure the see if the rod is bent. So we put here over here. Okay, let's start on this side. Now if I zoom in, so here so that is aligned to the motor there. Okay, so that's flush in there on that side, and let's measure on this side. Over here. You can see there's a gap there. So on here is 25, 26. On the other side is 26, and on this side is, let's just move that in. So that is flush now. 27, 28, so 2mm out. So basically the rod is bent 2mm out. So basically the whole motor is hung onto this suspension rod, and this is a strong piece of aluminium. It is impossible for this to bend. The only thing that can bend is the tube on the inside. So that tube goes down here. If there's any bend on that tube, obviously on the battery, any impact on the battery, the force of the impact will bend the tube. So therefore the tube is slightly bent and the body will be out of alignment. So the EX30, this is an EX30 with a purple rim, and the problem of the structure was bent is due to the rod. And if you can see here, the master rod start from the end here. It's a little bit shorter than the EX30, and on the EX30 there's a cut on the rod, so that will make it weaker. Really, if you cut the slot in there, it's make it weaker. So any impact on the battery, that causes the rod to crack. And you see there, there's a crack there. Don't you actually see that if I zoom in? So it's actually cracked, so that causes the bend on the battery structure. And that's yeah, so this rod needs to be replaced. And as I say, there's a cut in there, so that makes it weaker. The master rod is more stronger because it hasn't got a cut on both ends. So there you are. So this is the EX30 with the rod. So it needs